Hello, my juicy jelly beans. It's the weekend. Today is going to be a blue teal day, and I fancy doing some jewelry, a pendant and a ring. So I have my cabochon mold, which we will use to make the ring, and this pebble mold to make the pendant. I think it's to make cakes or chocolate. It's pretty heavy, so I'm going to cut the mold into segments. That way, I can just put in the curing machine the ones I'm going to use, instead of the whole thing. Now to choose which one I want for the pendant. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I think I'll go for this one. For resin, I'm going to use J Addiction Crystal Clear 1:1. Do you guys mix by hand or do you use a mixer? I cannot live with my RESINERS mixer. It's portable, therefore no cables, and so easy to clean the silicone paddles. If I had to mix resin by hand, I would have given up after a month. And my RESINERS bubble popper for me is a must. It sucks those bubbles right out. I just love it. I use it in all my projects. RESINERS machines are so worth the investment, and they gave me a 15% discount for you guys in case you're interested. Trust me, you will not regret it. Resin is ready, and now we're going to use Octopus Fluid Alcohol ink in Silver Mine, or any ink you have in silver. Make sure to mix the bottle as it comes with a ball bearing, which helps mix all the pigment that drops down to the bottom. Add a squirt and mix it all in. Okay, I want it a little bit more opaque, so I'm going to add a few scoops of Jacquard Lumiere in metallic silver. You know how much I love my Lumieres. If I'm not mistaken, you can even use these on material. Make sure to mix it in with a stick before you use it. Begin to add some pigment into your resin. Best to do it bit by bit to see how intense you want it. I shouldn't have stuck the stick in the resin, because if I need more, I'm going to have to use another one. Mix it all in thoroughly and keep adding more if needed. I did. I've mixed this up nicely to avoid streaks when pouring. Begin to pour the content into the mold. I'm only going to pour up a third, as this mold is pretty 3D and we don't really need a thick piece. By the way, I don't pour that fast. I just sped up the video so you don't hate me, because I'm only little. Next up, the cabochon mold. I've prepared way too much. As I had way too much resin, I poured the rest into the other molds and I placed them into my RESINERS curing machine. And yes, I'm super stoked with the machine too. It cures in 2 hours and you can cure lots of projects at the same time, saving you so much time. Waiting for things to cure and mixing up resin by hand are so anticlimactic. I have no patience and a real bad case of restless leg syndrome. Tap, tap, tap. People hate me. 2 hours later. These have cured perfectly and we are ready to demold. I can't remember which one I chose at the beginning for the pendant, but now that I demolded them, I'm going to go for this one. The thickness and the shape is perfect. For this next step, we are going to create some bubbles. I prepared mine already. That way I can let it sit for a while so that the bubbles aren't so wet. Besides adding water and some dish soap, I added a squirt of vegetable glycerin, which helps the bubbles not pop so fast. Now for the fun part. I've got these cat eye pigment powders from Interresin. There is a 20% discount in the description box. You can make some stunning pieces with this stuff. Let's start off with the smaller cabochon. I'm going to use one of these little hole makers from Little Windows, because they have a sucking effect, and they're also perfect to use as a cabochon holder. We're going to now give the whole piece a thin layer of silver cat eye. I had to use a nail gel as I didn't have it in pigment powder. Shake the bottle to soften the gel and get more on the brush. Then brush over a thin layer. Do not cure. Make sure to cover the whole area. Now we need a magnet. Begin to bring the cat eye towards the middle or create a pattern of your choosing. I'm really lame at this and I really need to practice. Once you're happy, you can now cure under a UV lamp for about a minute. I will do the same to the pebble pendant too. I cut a piece from an old silicone mat that I had to use as a palette. For this next part, I'm going to use some nail gels that I have. These are jelly ones. You don't have to use nail gels. You can make your own colours using UV resin and some alcohol inks, which I should have done. I'm going to mix up a few blues and greens to make a teal blue. Once you're happy with the colour, begin to brush it onto the cabochon. Do a thin layer as you want the silver to come through with the next step. Again, do not cure. Grab your bubbles which were left to one side. With a spatula, begin to add bubbles all over your piece. I regret not making bigger bubbles, which you will see later on. So if you try this, definitely go for bigger bubbles. Then cure it under a UV lamp for a minute. It should look something like this. Once you've dried off the bubbles, that is. I'm going to sand it down lightly to take off the spiky bits which look like hair. Once you've finished filing, make sure to clean it up with some isopropyl alcohol and a little pad to eliminate any dust. Let's prepare the colours. Grab a bit of powder, you really only need a small amount, and place it onto your palette. I'm running out of this stuff, so I need to get myself some more. We now need to add a drop of UV resin onto the powder we just placed on the palette. I'm going to use J Addiction High Viscosity, as it's thicker than the low viscosity one. That way it won't move or slide off. Mix them in really well and continue to make more colours. I also use some cat-eye nail gels, but it's totally optional. I really wish the cells were a lot bigger. Got to make a note to myself to use bigger bubbles. Grab a thin brush and begin to add colour into a cell. We're going to do one cell at a time. Grab your magnet to create the cat eye and cure for a few seconds with a UV torch, just so that the cat eye stays in place. Continue to do the same with every cell. You don't want to colour in the piece completely, just here and there. Less is more. Once you're happy with it, cure it under a UV lamp. Big thank you to all my subscribers and channel members. Please don't forget to hit the like button to help my algorithm get my videos out there. Pretty please. Last week we posted the 2 winners for the goodie bag, but nobody has come to reclaim them. Therefore, I will give it another week, and if the prizes still haven't been reclaimed, we will do a new YouTube automated pick. I think it's fair enough. This is the last part, I promise. We're going to need some skewer sticks, some bonding resin and a UV torch. Place the skewer stick to the back of the cabochon and add a small dab of resin. Cure it with your UV torch, making sure it's secure. We're going to be dunking them into resin to coat them. This will protect them and give them an extra pop of shine. This is my dunking UV resin, which is in a black tub to keep the light out. Grab one of the pieces and dunk it completely into the UV resin. Let the excess drip off and begin to rotate the skewer so that we get an even surface. Keep turning and curing under a UV lamp, all the whilst turning the piece for at least a minute. Then You can leave it to cure by itself for another minute or so. Do the same to both. Keep watching for the end results. Toodles!